Please provide your name and media affiliation each time you ask a question during the press conference. We'll have 2 mic runners. Please wait for the microphone to reach you before asking your question. For the sake of time and the quick turnaround tomorrow, we would appreciate your assistance with keeping questions succinct and to the point. Now joining us are members of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, head coach Kevin Schnaw, student athletes Kaden Bodine and Cameron Fluke. Coach, we'll begin with an opening statement from you.
If it was going to be easy, there'd be more than one national champion. So at the end of the day, we've got to regroup. We've won 26 in a row, and let's just call it what it is. The odds were not in our favor to go 28-0 and win this national championship. What's eerily similar is in 2016, we lost game 1, 3-0. A left-hand pitcher threw a complete game shutout. Again, we've got to respond, rebound, regroup. We got Jacob Morrison pitching tomorrow. Answer the bell.
We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Cam, outstanding day today on the mound for you. What was working so well against the LSU lineup?
I think everything was working today. I mean, to go through a lineup like that, you kind of have to have everything. So, yeah, I mean, everything was working, trusting what Coach Williams was calling and just pounding the strike zone.
Aired 50 in baseball. Kaden, from your perspective back there, something like once you got through those first couple innings, maybe with some adrenaline, what did you think was the key for Cameron to kind of settle in there, that groove there?
I think he just pounded the strike zone and had competitive strikes with his cutter and fastball and really was locating it.
Have any more questions for the student athletes? Right here.
Kaden, I have to imagine, just given what Jacob has been for you guys this year, you still feel pretty good, as Coach said, going into the next couple of days?
Oh, absolutely. We got our ace on the mound, even though we have a really good three-day starters, and we have utter confidence in them.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, Cameron, Kaden, we appreciate your time. At this time, we'll open it up to questions for Coach. Excuse me.
Coach, obviously you knew what kind of challenge you were up against with Kate Anderson today, and you had him on the ropes some early. I'm just curious for what you wanted to attempt to do against him as far as your game plan and how he was able to succeed from your perspective.
Well, let's just start. We were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. We just weren't able to get that big hit. Tip your hat to him. He's a really good pitcher. There's a reason why he's so successful. He's got multiple pitches that he could go to at any time. And I agree. We got him 25 pitches in the first inning, and we did a great job. But in the 6th, 7th, we had 2 10-pitch innings. So after the 7th, he was at 102. The 8th, he was at 115. They let him go 130, so maybe it didn't matter. But at the end of the day, you got to tip your hat to him. He made some critical pitches when he needed to.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, you mentioned that you had your chances. Is that kind of maybe the reason you get the runners in motion in the 3rd inning? Sebastian Alexander had a really good jump, just kind of slides over the bag there.
Well, again, let's tip our hat to Anderson. We got 1st and 2nd in the 3rd, and I think we put down a solid bunt. And, he's calm, cool, collective, makes a play and gets our lead out. Then we put a bunt down later in the game, give Braswell credit. That's a pressure bunt, and he throws the ball over the top, basically over our base runner's left shoulder to collect an out. Really big play, and then give Braswell credit there in the 9th. He's got to range extremely hard to his glove side and make that play in the 9th. There's a reason why they're in this national championship game. There's a reason why they're fielding over 980. You saw it tonight. I mean, they're very big plays and big situations, and you've got to tip your hat to them.
Ryan McGee, ESPN. Coach, a lot of this job is being a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever. Do you have to worry about these guys tonight being focused or no?
I don't think so, no. Like I said, we won 26 in a row. We're in a good space. We're in a good place. we lost to a really good team today, to a really good pitcher, and you just got to tip your hat to a guy that executed some big pitches, and on the other end, you think about their run. We had a Curriel 0-2, and he grinded it out to a 3-2 count, and he drew a walk, and then their three-hole hitter, Malam gets a 1-2 base hit. He gets a 2-strike base hit with a runner at second to give them their first and their only run. But ultimately, I thought we played very well. We had runners on. We just weren't able to get that big hit with runners in scoring position. Like I said, we were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, it wasn't just about the LSU pitcher on the mound. Your guy had a very good outing today. What did you see from your point of view, what was working against the LSU lineup, and how do you continue that success moving forward in the finals?
Well, no surprise, Cam Fluky's as good as any pitcher in the entire country, so we were extremely confident walking in this game with him pitching, and he gave us an opportunity to win. And unfortunately, like I said, we weren't able to score. When you don't score a run, it's very difficult to win.
Okay. That'll conclude our press conference. Coach, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.